You're not always going to be everyone's cup of tea, but some people don't like tea, some people like coffee. Hello everyone, my name is Lakia and I'm a licensed clinical social worker and the founder and owner of a private mental health practice called The SOAR Firm. So, initially when I started this YouTube channel, this was a big step for me. It was very scary. The thought of recording videos and sharing them with the world just blew my mind. Because therapists, we're humans too. And the reality is that I'm really funny, I'm really laid back, I love to travel, I'm a foodie, I love music, I'm creative, and those are things that are unique to me. And so my hope is that I will be able to share those things and share certain aspects of those things that I enjoy on this channel and on this platform. I can, as a therapist, teach my clients how to learn how to show up as their authentic self and be true to who they are if I'm not doing the same. You know, that's pretty hypocritical. But what I found is that in my ability to step outside my comfort zone and step outside the box, I found myself quickly putting myself back in a box. What do I mean by that? I was presenting to the world in a way in which I thought the world wanted me to be. Essentially, I wasn't being my authentic self. I wasn't showing up as my true self. And I'll be honest, this is something that I've oftentimes wrestled with, particularly being an African American female in the professional world. Usually, we have to shift between two different spaces. We usually have to be one way in our professional life and be another way in our personal life. And let's just be honest, that's exhausting. Especially when I have to conform to the culture of certain spaces in order to gain access to certain opportunities, in order to be accepted, in order to be taken seriously. You tend to find yourself losing a sense of who you are. And that has been my story for many years, particularly being an African American female in the professional setting. So, in an effort to be authentic, I wanted to share my story with you all and just be transparent. A friend of mine told me one day, he was like, you know, people deserve to experience the real you. He said, you know, you owe people your humanity. And when he told me that, I really thought about that. I was like, you know what, you're right. Because there are so many times where we try to hustle for acceptance. We try to hustle for our worth. And the thing is that people are going to choose to accept us or they're not. My goal for this channel is for this to be a space where we can talk about real life issues. We can talk about things related to mental health, therapy, relationships, social work, just life in general. So I want this to be a place where you feel inspired, you can be encouraged, as well as empowered to be a better version of you. So now that I have created my own space, I'm going to choose to show up the way I want to show up and show up as the person that I only know how to be, which is me. And I hope that I will encourage you all to do the same. My hope is that me sharing my story will, just allow you all to kind of self-reflect and think about whether or not you're showing up as your authentic self. If there are any particular topics that you want to hear, be sure to drop them in the comment section below. If I'm not knowledgeable in those areas, I'll definitely do my best to find people who are and bring them onto the channel so that they can share their wisdom with you all. Just be sure to subscribe to the channel. We are also on Facebook under The SOAR Firm LLC, as well as on Instagram at The SOAR Firm. So be sure to follow us on those platforms as well. Y'all, this was very freeing, and I'm so glad that I had an opportunity to be transparent and be vulnerable with you all and to share my story, because I'm a human too, and I feel like in order for me to help others, I definitely have to be true to myself and also be true to you all as well. So until next time.